guys, welcome to another episode of A Little Bit of Everything with Erin. Today we will be crafting. I know those are your favorite episodes. So I will be showing you how to make this super cute Christmas ornament that you can give as gifts or even sell. Super cute, super easy to make. The first thing you'll need is an embroidery hoop. I actually found these by accident when I was at Walmart the other day. They were less than $1, so I picked up a couple of those. I went ahead and pulled it apart and I've started to put acrylic paint on it. I obviously have to finish this one because I needed a place to hold it. And I let those dry. You could even use a stain and that would be really pretty too. I would just coordinate with whatever materials you are buying. While I was at Walmart, I went to see what their fat quarter fabrics were. They didn't have anything really Christmassy out yet, but I did pick up this really cute chevron pattern. This nice deep green, which is great for Christmas. And then of course red. Then I took the hoop and placed it down, and then I drew a circle on the outer edge of it. Now, this is just how I did it. You can do this a different way, but I didn't want a lot of material left in there, so I made it so that it was a little bigger than the inside hoop, but about the same as the outside hoop. If you wanted to, you could actually make it larger than the hoop, and that way on the back side, when you put it together, you will have to put a piece of felt or another piece of material, hot glue it back here to clean up those edges. That's why I did it this way, but again, it's going to be your preference in how you want to do it. So my mat is getting to the point where it's not very sticky anymore. What I do is I like to take one of these and just go over that and make sure that my vinyl, or in this case my HTV, is actually sticking to it. And then if it's still not, what I like to do is take some Scotch tape and I just kind of place it on the edges just to make sure that it doesn't lift when it's cutting, because that will mess it up. As long as it's down and it's flat, it should work fine. Then I'll just want to weed my HTV. I always start in a corner and pull back. Once you have your big part off, then you'll go ahead and weed your insides. If you have trouble seeing the glitter HTV or any HTV, you can take baby powder or chalk and rub it over the back side, and it'll show your cut lines so that it makes weeding a little easier. Like, especially with this font, the E has got like a tiny inside. So sometimes, depending on the size of the font you cut out, it could be difficult to read. Alright, so now we have that ready to go. Next, we'll take that HTV and we'll center it on our fabric. Give it a nice press just to make sure it kind of sticks there. And once you're happy with it, you'll either iron this or take it to your heat press. So today I'll be using my press. I am also using a press pillow just to make sure I have enough height, because the fabric and the HTV are kind of thin. So I want to make sure I get a nice good press on that. If you have a cover, you can go ahead and put that on. Typically when I'm just doing the one, I don't throw that on there. Just want to make sure all the heat is pressed directly onto that HTV and get a good, nice seal. And my press is set to 315 degrees Fahrenheit, and I press for 20 seconds. Sometimes I'll do 2 passes just to make sure it's good, especially with the glitter. So I'm gonna pop it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and push that down again. This time I'm just gonna hold it and let it go for about 10 seconds. Mine is not a cold peel, so I can go ahead and peel that off now. And let's go add it to our hoop. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sit that on top of the smaller hoop. Make sure my bigger hoop is pretty open. Make them even. And then screw that top. Then we'll just add some ribbon to finish it off, and we'll have a cute little ornament for our tree. So I'm just using some 3/8 inch ribbon, and this one happens to be in a sheer and red with a little gold trim in the middle. And I've put some right through that center piece. Then I'll just line it up at the top as best I can. I'll just kind of knot it over. And I won't lie, guys, I'm terrible when it comes to making bows. I just don't know how to do it right. I actually have a friend make them for me. But if you're great at making bows, you could probably make this prettier than I can. Then I'm just gonna cut on an angle there. And then I'm gonna have my friend make a pretty little bow, and I will put it right here just to cover up that little hole right there. Then if you found some cute little acorns or something Christmassy at the craft store, you could hot glue that down here just to give it a little more oomph. Maybe get some pretty rhinestones and just put them around the hoop. There's lots of different ways that you can give this your own flair and your own style. But that's how you would make a hoop into a Christmas tree ornament. This is great to give as gifts because it's pretty inexpensive and it's custom, so whoever's getting it is getting a custom gift that you made. Or you could do these as, you know, a little side business to earn you some extra money for the holidays. I would look on Etsy to see how much they're going for, but my guess would be around $10, maybe even $12. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment down below. I try to get to those as quickly as I can. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Share it if you want, that always helps me out. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. And if you hit the bell at the top of the page, you'll get notifications anytime I post new videos. I will be making a new schedule because this is a little bit of everything with Erin, so we do a little bit of everything here. I believe we will start posting tutorials on Tuesday, subject to change in the future, but as of right now, that should be the official day for tutorials. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Happy crafting!